Yeah, Mafia Magazine Radio.
Hey, what's going on, man? This KZ.
All right, KZ, what's good, baby? Hold on for a second. Let me set you up real quick, all right? For,
Okay.
for all my listeners out there, man, I get the opportunity to sit down, man, with an incredibly gifted and talented artist that goes by the name of KZ Johnson. I think it's AKA Prolific. You know, we're going to sit down with Money for a little while. He's going to let us know what it takes to put his music in. So, okay, baby.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Nothing,
How's everything?
everything good, baby. How they treating you out there these days, son?
Oh, man, it's lovely weather out down here. Man, lovely.
No doubt, baby. So tell everybody, man, where you originally from, and actually how long you been putting your music in.
Yeah, man, I go by the name of KZ out of Pensacola, Florida. Been doing music for like 10 plus years. And, you know, I'm just on here trying to make it happen, man. You know, spreading good music, getting positive feedback from everybody. So, you know, expect big things from me in 214 on up, man.
Yeah,
For real.
yeah, no doubt. No doubt, man. So okay, man. In the beginning, man, let us know what exactly inspired you, or who inspired you, man, to actually want to start putting down music the way you've been putting it in.
Oh, man, I was always a fan of hip hop since I was like 9 years old, you know, listening to Grandmaster Flash, LL Cool J, Kumo D, you know, the whole style, the trend, the whole culture had me hooked at a young age, man. So I started giving it a try, say around age 11, and been in love with it ever since, man.
Yeah. It's stuff. So now, you know, like, you know, I did a little research on you, you know what I'm saying? You sent me a little something, you know, to read or whatever. You know, tell us how that began, man. You say when you first started putting your music in, you didn't feel like you was up to par with the lyrics and the beats that you was using, you know what I'm saying? And people was kind of coming at you like, you know, you shouldn't be doing this.
Right. Right, it's a process, man. Like with me, it was just a bunch of clumsy words I was putting together that didn't make no sense, you know. So I started off getting laughed at, told I shouldn't do it, etc. But you know, the more you learn and the more you stick with it, you kind of figure out a way to, you know, make songs that not only touch people but songs they can relate to.
Right.
And once I learned how to do that, man, it was a process. Because then I had to learn how to record it, and you know that took like 2 years. But once I finally got it down pat, every song was, you know, better and better. So, you know, it feels good to see the growth coming from not knowing what you're doing to where I'm at now. I don't know, man. It's something I'm glad I got a chance to get into.
Yeah, a lot of things, baby, we do in life, man. It's all about trial and error. You know what I'm saying? As you know,
yeah, oh yeah.
as long as you stay persistent at it, man, you're going to learn what you're doing better than most. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, no question, man. So I want to know, you know, through that process, man, how did you stay focused? You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people do things and just give up. But I just want you to tell the story on how you stay focused, man, and kept your eye on the prize.
I'm sorry, you were broke up a little bit.
Yeah, I said just tell us, you know, how you stay focused throughout that whole process, man, of you going through your trials and your errors and learning the actual game on how to put music in.
Oh man, it was definitely a process. Like I said, it's very discouraging, man, because you know, I wasn't like most. It took me a minute. You know, it took a lot of frustrating nights and a lot of tears, a lot of, you know, people like. I heard I couldn't do it for probably like the first 4 years of me trying it.
Right.
So, you know, most people will give it up after that. But, you know, like I said, I was always in love with the culture. I was always a hip hop fanatic. You know what I mean?
Right.
Ever since Digable Planets, ever since Chino XL, Cannabis, and the list goes on, man. So I want to make sure that was something that I was serious about doing. I just stuck with it. Like, despite everything, I just stayed with it, man. So.
Right, no doubt. So what was one of your first tracks? What was one of the first tracks that you was most happy about that you did? And then after you did that track, you said to yourself, now this is what it's supposed to be all about. Now I feel like I'm on my way.
Let me think back. I was actually with a group, man, before the rap group in New York came out called Kings of Swing.
Okay.
So, you know, we had a group. I was Chaos of the group, you know, KOS, King of Swing. That's what I called myself before the group came out, and I actually shortened it to KZ.
Right.
But we had a group, man. We came out with this song called Underground Heroes. And I mean, yeah, that was like my first record, my first real time stepping in the studio, hearing myself on wax, man. It was just, I mean, that feeling there is priceless. Even though I was off beat and I was off tempo and everything, but hey, man, that was the best feeling ever, man.
Yeah, when you was getting it in, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna tell you can't do this because you was doing it.
Yeah. I mean, listening to the joint just freestyling to it is way different than recording. I ain't know that at the time, but
Right,
oh
right.
man, it was nothing like hearing myself for the first time. After I did that, yeah, I knew it was something that I always wanted to, continue doing. I always wanted to hear myself.
Yeah. You said at that point you caught the bug. You know, let him give us a little history, man, about you going by KZ right now or you going by Prolific. I mean, give us a little history on what I'm saying,
It
either
was
or how
a
that go.
management situation to where I was with this cat from I ain't gonna say no names, but I was with Black Smoke Music. They actually thought the Prolific would be more, more of a standout name than KZ. So he kind of gave me that name Prolific. It's still KZ, for the most part, but
Right.
KZ aka Prolific. I actually like the name,
Right.
so I decided to stick with it. It's a name I had for like 2 years. So
Okay. Yeah, and I'm quite sure management probably thought, because sometimes they got a little different ideas in their heads. They might have thought
right.
that it was a little bit more marketable. You know what I'm saying? To go by Prolific. You know what I mean? But
Right, right. It was a rough transition because when I changed the name, everybody was like, what my core fans was like, why change it? Why change it if it's not broken? Like
right,
I've done so much music wise accomplishments under KZ.
right,
So, I kind of trademarked that name, so why now change it?
right,
And,
right.
like I told him, it's changed, but for the most part, it is KZ.
No doubt, baby. So now that KZ thing is a pretty good thing. But here's what I want you to let everybody know, man. Because you've been through the trials and errors, because you truly been through it. I kind of expand a little bit to some of the cats that's out there listening right now about the business aspect of being in this industry.
You got to know it. You got to know the business part. You got to do your homework. There's a lot of books out there, that'll help you learn the business part of it. You got to make sure that you understand the fine print of the business because everything in a nutshell is basically talking about, money. Like,
Right.
Especially when you get with these labels who are actually putting out money, they're going to expect you to recoup that back. And if you don't know the business part of it, you may get screwed in a contract, but always know it's 80% business, 20% talent. That's what I was told.
No doubt.
So, whatever seminars, whatever music conferences, whatever books you can read, whatever mentors you can talk to, music consultants, whatever, that teach you the business of it, you'll really have longevity in this business because that's what it's about. It's not just a rap game. It's called the music business. So you got to have that part down pat.
No doubt,
So,
baby. No doubt.
I can't stress that enough. If you're an upcoming artist out there, just make sure that you're always 24/7 trying to figure out the business because that's how you're gonna determine if you have a short or long term career in this game.
Okay. Good money, baby. That's good jewels. Hey, so what's the project that we're working on now? Give us a little insight, man, on the project that you're working on now, what you pushing, videos that's behind it, you know what I'm saying? What who's involved, tell us all that you're doing right now.
What I'm doing now, I'm actually working with a guy from Universal. He's actually the CEO of Fontana. He goes by the name of Jeffrey Collins. We're in the process in the next few weeks to drop this album, History of the Making. It's going to be on all your digital sites. It's going to be physical. It's going to, be in a couple of retail stores here and there. It's going to be something that everybody, once it drops, I have links and everything to where everybody can go and pick it up. That's the album you need to check out. It's under a major umbrella for the first time, so that feels good to finally get Universal under your belt.
Okay.
And we're just gonna push that out right now. I got a mixtape out right now on that fifth called Block Burners Volume 1. It's hot to death as well. So, if you can go to that fifth and type in KZ in the search bar, it'll pull it up, download it. 18 tracks on there, all fire. And, just check it out, man. I guarantee you'll like it. It's something on there for everybody. It's not one-sided. It's a complete album. And, I just want people out there to check it out and support it.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I'm curious to know whether or not, I'm not one to put a label on somebody, so I'm going to let you tell the story. If given a question and someone asked you, was you a rapper or a lyricist or entertainer? What would your answer be?
I don't know. I like that lyricist category. I'm a lyricist guy myself. I love, it's a difference between hearing rappers and hearing lyricists. Lyricists, I think, have better stories to tell.
Right.
So, I would just consider myself as an artist. You know what I'm saying? I've been called a rapper, I've been called a lyricist, I've been called a storyteller, but for the most part, it's all art. So, I feel like if, be in this game to be an artist. Don't just be a rapper. There's millions of those. Be somebody that can stand out, that, others can look towards you as an influence. So, an artist, a rap artist.
No question, baby.
Big fan of lyricists, though. Shout out to all the lyricists out there. I'm listening and I love it.
No doubt, baby. Hey, when it's all said and done, and down the line, when they speak on KZ Johnson, prolific, what's the story that you want to be told about the things in the music that you put down when you was doing your thing?
I want to be the cat that started from, chicken scratch to being one of the greatest.
No doubt. You know what I'm saying?
Being one of the greatest, I want to be an inspiration to, every upcoming artist out there. So everybody out there with a dream to do music and feel like, all odds are against them. They're back against the wall. They've been grinding for years. Just a story of inspiration and success to those, those trying to get in this game the same way I am, and I have.
Right. No doubt, baby. For all my listeners out there, man, y'all got the opportunity to sit down, man, and hear first right here on Mafia Live, man. I got my man KZ Johnson, a.k.a. Prolific, you know what I mean? And he's been putting it down a little bit, just letting us know a little tidbit of what it takes to kind of make it in this business, Y'all stay locked in because we got some tracks. We definitely got some of the hot-ass tracks that KZ got coming out of his camp, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
No doubt. Hey, K, man, I just, before we go, you know what I mean? I just want to give you one more opportunity, man, to shout out and plug everything and everybody, man. Let's help you get to the point to where you are today.
I want to give a shout out to everybody listening first and foremost. I want to give a shout out to, Mafia Live Radio for giving me a chance to, be on the air and kick it with everybody out there. I want to give out a shout out to all my supporters, those out there who've been supporting me since day one, those who just came on board. David Malone, Chili Chill, legendary DJ with NWA, Head Balls. I want to give a shout out to Puncho, the whole 850 Pensacola, Florida, and just everybody doing music, period, man. I'm just a big music fan, no matter underground or mainstream. I love it all, man. So keep grinding, keep doing your thing, and I promise eventually you'll get there.
No doubt, baby. Hey, I just want to say this to you, KZ, man. May you always be blessed in the things that you do, man, and may you always prosper, baby, in everything that you do. You heard?
Oh, I heard, man. No appreciate doubt. It. Greatly appreciate it.
No doubt, baby. Peace.
Peace.